Hello guys, it's Vlad and welcome back to actually the first video on this channel. And this is an important video because it's a question I saw a lot of times in our community. On Reddit, GitHub, Twitter, like even from my junior colleagues. And today I want to talk about open source. So I expect that you have some basic knowledge of what open source is. So this video is focused on how to find open source, like easy issues, good first issues, beginner-friendly issues. Like you're just starting out with a project and you want to find beginner-friendly issues. So how to work on that. But before, what is the main reason to discuss it right now? I mean, I think you know it, but still, we've been reading Hacker News comments and noticing that the barrier to entry in IT is rising. I mean, from all around, we're hearing that junior developers are being laid off en masse and replaced by LLMs. So why contribute to open source? I think it's pretty obvious, but there are two main reasons. Like first one, just to give back. I mean, if you ever benefited from software written and freely shared by others, you might want to pay it forward, pay it back. So contributing is just a great way to say thanks to the community. I mean, and the second, just like to advance your career. Like especially if you're new to coding, contributing to open source gives you real world experience. I mean, it boosts your CV, helps you network with developers, with other developers. And many opportunities come through open source visibility. So if someone told you that open source is only for senior developers or that they don't want to receive help from juniors, they're just lying. For example, as a member of Diesel REST team, and I mean, it's super cool when someone just goes through all the issues, tries to reproduce them, and closes them. So, or maybe implements more tests, actually. It's a great way to understand how something works. Just like add more tests. That's it. So, but let's come back. So, actually, there was a great talk from Antonio Piranio, I think so, on how he contributed to the Rust compiler with little to no code. Well, add video here, I think so. So, whatever your motivation is, most open source projects are happy to have contributors as long as you follow the guidelines and like make something meaningful, like make meaningful contributions. So what should juniors do? I mean, let's say you are a college student who just started learning blockchain development, or maybe you are already a software engineer, but you've never touched blockchain before. So you want to get experience by contributing to a real open source repository. So let's find out how. So, how do you find beginner-friendly issues, guys? Right, so there are a few straightforward examples. For the first one, let's say you have a particular repository, okay? I'm not talking about some easy projects or pet projects, but also some of the biggest projects in the world. Let's say Solana. Solana is the first blockchain in the world by transactions count. So, let's say we want to contribute to Solana. And actually here is the first problem. If you're not familiar with Solana, when searching for their GitHub, you will find an archived version. So only the link number 4 will point to Solana Foundation. Yeah, but in reality, Solana is split between 3 organizations. So we have Solana Foundation, Solana Program, and also, which one? Anza. And also Anza XYZ. So, with a ton of projects and repos. Yeah. Okay. So let's say we want to contribute to Solana Foundation, and for this we only need to check how many for 29 repositories, like to decide on how to contribute to Solana. But let's make it faster. And go with Anchor. So okay, let's say we want to contribute to Anchor, and you can see it already has around 400 issues, for example. Yeah. I mean. When you click on the issue stack and you click on we've collected some good first issues for you, but you can also search for labels. Yeah, just labels. Let's say documentation and PR is welcome. Yeah, so looks great. We have add documentation for token extension constraint, and it has text documentation, enhancement, good first issue, lang, PR is welcome. So. But let's come back. We've collected some good first issues for you. Click on this and you will see that some of the issues come over here, which are like good first issues. Okay, everyone knows this. So usually there is a wide range of issues, like from fixing mere spelling mistakes to figuring out how to build a space-time continuum like in your backyard. Maybe not that crazy, but I mean, you get what I mean. So another thing I want to mention is this is fine, but sometimes what happens is we are not able to find good first issues mentioned in the repository. I mean, the second tip I like to give you is join the mailing list or Slack channel of the organization. I mean, in case of blockchain organizations, usually it would be Discord channel or whatever they have. I mean, right. So, for example, Solana Tech, I think so. Yeah, Solana Tech Discord. So, in case of Solana, has their own Discord channel, so you can join the community Discord channel, Solana Tech in our case. And once you join the community Discord channel, you can go like to public channel over there, and you like, hey guys, I'm beginner, and in this project, can you suggest me some, like beginner-friendly issues to work on? So, okay, that's the tip number 2. If you're not able to find issues like good first issues over here, EA, and you can just join the channel of the organization and ask your queries over there. So, and in reality, there is there are tons and tons of open source projects on GitHub that need help from developers, contributors, and sometimes the GitHub search bar is not the best for trying to find issues and projects. And I cannot tell you how many times I've stumbled upon a random repository trying to understand whether I want to start contributing here or not. I mean, there are so many projects and issues out there, but trying to find the right one for you is another story. I mean, so yeah, okay. I went on a hunt to find other resources that made finding projects and good first issues on GitHub easier, but to be honest, I haven't found any related to blockchain industry. So I created my own, and say hi to this little boy. Open Cryptolist. So you can find your first issue in just 3 clicks. I mean, this is a non-commercial project, so I don't have any guilt in advertising it. So let's go with Rust, with Solana, and okay, once again, enter. So the main thing, and also is issues. Yeah. So the main thing, except for the fact that you can sort by chains. Let's come back. You can sort by chains. You can sort by stacks. You can sort, look for bounties, like we've checked here. Okay, I don't think Bitcoin has any bounties. Yeah, it doesn't. So I want to mention custom tags because, for example, let's check Polkadot. I think Rust and Polka. Dot. Yeah. So let's check Polkadot. Easy issues. Them. I mean, look at this dude. Literally. C2 good first issue. D0 easy. C1 mentor. L4 I4 refactor. So, and let's go. When we open the repo itself, issues, we can see that GitHub doesn't offer us a list of good first issues because they are using custom naming for tags on GitHub, and GitHub can't figure this out. So, I mean, just use Open Cryptolist, it's free. So, but it wouldn't be honest, not to mention alternatives. And what are they? What are they actually? At first, we have a very famous site which actually motivated me to make Open Cryptolist, and it's good first issue. It doesn't really care about blockchain-related open source. I mean, but while maintaining functionality very simple and basic, I do really like the fact that it's just a good directory for projects, and you have ability to sort them by programming languages, like Rust. So nothing more. I mean, good, just good. The next one is appforgrabs.net. To be honest, the design is a bit outdated, but the functionality is quite good. I mean, we can manually filter by. We have anything related to Rust? Yeah, we have. We have Rust and only one repo. Okay, but still, yeah, we have this tag. So, while the design is a bit outdated, the functionality in general is quite good. I mean, we can manually filter by name with multiple tags. We can use like multiple tags. Okay, it's not very useful, but still. While not being directly related to blockchain in general, still maintains a great functionality. So good, also good. The next one, the third one is first contributors, github.io. I personally don't find it very useful, as it's just a list of repos like a directory, but still it has, I think, Bitcoin, yeah, it has Bitcoin, and it also has Solana? No, maybe Polka. Okay, so here we can see Ethereum. So still, it has Bitcoin and Ethereum. So also the link goes right to, where is it? Yeah, for example, link goes right to Good First Issues, and that's cool. Yeah. So the last link I want to share is GitHub Trending. To be honest, GitHub Trending is not about projects or repositories that are looking for help or have easy issues. It's more about the active and currently actively maintaining projects. I mean, their code base usually will be, okay, got it, will be on the cutting edge of technology. So just like go for it. Yeah, GitHub Trending. So, extra part, just pro tips for first-time contributors. First one, start small. I mean, you don't have to jump into solving a critical issue right away. Start by fixing typos, improving documentation, or working on small bugs to familiarize yourself with the code base. I mean, pretty obvious. Second one is always ask for help. The open source community is welcoming. Don't hesitate to ask questions on GitHub or community channels. So yeah. And the third one, just learn as you go. I mean, every contribution is a learning opportunity, and you'll improve your blockchain knowledge. You'll improve your coding skills by diving into real world problems. So that's it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Press like and subscribe, and see you next time.